How are you going, Justin?
Good, how are you?
Good. Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Dr.
Thanks.
Gavin Chan, for coming
me.
along to ASAP's Non-Surgical. I've been having a great conference so far.
Yeah, we have very interesting conference. We actually go way back, don't we?
We certainly do.
Back in the days of...
back to 200006,
yeah,
I think.
like we knew each other for a while back then. And,
Absolutely.
We were related back then through Allergan, when I used to buy their products. Yeah.
But we used to do lots of fun training sessions with you back then.
Yeah, for sure. That was, memories. Yeah, that's right.
Fantastic. Well, I wanted to ask you a few questions today for my audience on the Aesthetics Insider.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'd love to know a little bit, I mean, obviously you've got a wildly popular YouTube channel and you've got an extremely popular and very successful business in Victoria and Melbourne. I'd love to know a little bit more about what your favourite treatments are to do.
All right. I mean, it's a hard question because I do enjoy like all aspects of cosmetic medicine. I mean, even simple things like botulinum toxin injections, anti-wrinkle injections. There's a real science behind it, and real art as well, and also just how do you make this into a very consistent process, and it's small things like that, and also I mean the other thing what I'm really passionate about though in this industry is helping to sort of raise the bar a bit with the standards, because we're at this conference and we're all here to be educated and to learn and to show others what we know, but there is definitely a bit of a bridge that needs to be built between sort of where we are now and what the standards should be. I still there's a big gap.
Yeah.
We're still seeing a lot of overfilling. I think there's a lot of overfilling.
Absolutely.
And a lot of sort of unusual
aesthetic.
Yes.
We always see that. These conferences are famous for some unusual aesthetics.
Yes, it can be. But like, I would love to see and that's sort of the purpose of my whole YouTube channel, is to help to redefine sort of get the word out there about what is a good treatment, educate people about the various treatments out there and what's involved and what's good and how not to be overdone.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of that going on in the cosmetic industry. It's fairly unregulated.
And reminding people that this medicine should be evidence-based as well, and coming back to the evidence as well. I saw some really great evidence presented yesterday in the conference, and I think this is still medicine.
Yeah, and first rule of medicine is first do no harm, which it's a difficult industry because we're not really doing this for any particular it's not a necessary treatment. It's elective completely.
Exactly.
With cosmetics, it's something that's you don't have to do it. So if you go in for an elective cosmetic procedure and you come out with a complication or even not even a complication, if you come out looking worse off than you did, and a lot of the time people don't see it. I'm talking both the practitioners and the patients.
Yes.
Then you've really sort of gone down the wrong pathway. And look, I think it's all about really helping to prevent things like that. And, I've been doing this for a while now, and look, I must admit, I was guilty of doing a lot of crazy, unusual things until sort of you realise, and it took a long time, that maybe sometimes less is more, or you've got to do things a particular way in order to get a certain result. And
stages.
Stage things. Education's important in training, but it's an interesting industry driven by greed and driven by a lot of things which don't necessarily promote good patient outcomes, and also driven sometimes by patients and practitioners who sort of don't see what a good aesthetic might be, and continually pushing for more, because you do get used to these sort of treatments as well. You have things done and you sort of become acclimated to how you look, it may not be a good thing, but then you want more, and you want more, and to get that.
I've been guilty of that as well,
Okay,
But I think one of the things I really enjoy about your YouTube channel is that you are really unafraid to show things that you've done wrong in the past, and go, hey, this is what I've done, and even on your own face, and I love that about your channel, because you are really honest about that. And I think it's, as you and I both know, after being in the industry for well over, almost 2 decades.
Yeah, not quite, but almost.
Yeah. That we need to be able to look back and learn from our own mistakes and watch that evolution and keep trying to push things forward in a positive, safe way.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's great. And that your channel, Justine, is great because of that. You're promoting very similar things, and educating people, which is, I think that's what we need to do more of. And look, that's why I'm happy to be a part of your video.
Thank you so much.
And help promote the same message.
It's been a pleasure working with you for all these years, Dr. Chan.
That's true.
Thank you so much for being on my video. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.